It's difficult to imagine a world without money. While money has taken many forms over the years, from coins and paper bills to more recent innovations like credit cards and cryptocurrency, it has been around for thousands of years. Its history is long and complicated, with many twists and turns. We use it every day to buy groceries, pay rent, and purchase goods and services. But what is money, really? And where did it come from? I will try to take you on a small journey with me where we will explore the origins of money and how it has evolved over time. From early bartering systems to modern-day currency, we will tread towards the days to learn more about the history of money. While the origins of money are shrouded in mystery, some say that it began as a barter system. The barter system is one of the oldest systems of trade and is thought to have originated in Mesopotamia. Under this system, goods or services are exchanged for other goods or services without the use of money. The value of each item is determined by its usefulness to the person receiving it. For example, a farmer may trade a bushel of wheat for a cow, since the cow will provide milk and other products that the farmer can use. Bartering was likely used extensively during the early stages of human civilization, before money began to be used as a medium of exchange. In fact, many historians believe that money was first introduced into society as a means of simplifying trade between different groups who were using barter. While bartering is no longer as common as it once was, there are still some communities that practice it on a regular basis. For example, the Inuit people of northern Canada often engage in bartering when trading with others outside their community. Over time, bartering became more complicated. People started to specialize in certain goods or services, which made it difficult to find someone who had what you needed. For example, a farmer might only have wheat, but not want to trade it for a sheep because they could never use all the wool. There is, however, another school of thought that claims that money was first used as a means of exchange for goods and services. They insist that money was created as a way to make trade easier. With money, people could buy anything they wanted without having to find someone who had what they needed. All they needed was enough money. For our purposes, we could go ahead with the understanding that money was created as a way to trade goods and services. Before money existed, people would barter for what they needed. The first known form of money was created by the Chinese in around 3000 BC. This early money took the form of bronze coins which were used to purchase goods and services. In Egypt, at around the same time, gold was used as a currency. Gold became popular because it was rare and could not be easily reproduced like other commodities. Silver followed suit and became used as currency soon after. Throughout the centuries, gold and silver have been used as currency. In fact, most major economies in the world have used some form of gold or silver standard at one point or another. At around 700 BC, the first metal coins were minted in Lydia, now part of Turkey. These coins were made from electrum, a natural alloy of gold and silver. The Lydians were also used gold and silver coins as a means of exchange. The first paper money was introduced in China during the rule of Tang dynasty in the 9th century. This early paper money, known as jiaozi, became popularized as flying cash because it could be easily carried from one place to another. Jiaozi were a type of promissory note and were used as a medium of exchange for goods and services. Paper currency later spread to medieval Europe, where the concept of banknotes was first introduced by Italian merchants. These early banknotes were handwritten and often used for large transactions, such as international trade. By the 17th century, European bankers began printing their own paper money, which led to the development of modern paper currency. During the Middle Ages, many European countries used a gold standard where each unit of currency was backed by a certain amount of gold held in reserve. This system made it easy to trade with other countries because they all had a shared understanding of what each currency was worth. Goldsmiths began to store people's gold for them, and they would give the customer a receipt which could be exchanged for gold at any time. These receipts became known as banknotes. In 1661, the Bank of Sweden became the first bank to issue paper money which was backed by gold. This new type of paper money soon spread to other European countries. Gold and silver remained prominent forms of currency until the 20th century when paper money began to take over. Today, most nations have abandoned the gold standard and instead use fiat currency, money with no intrinsic value. However, some countries such as Switzerland still adhere to the gold standard. Even today, though, gold is still widely considered a valuable asset and is often used as a form of investment. Most of the world's money today takes the form of debt, which is created when banks lend money to their customers. The origins of this debt-based money system can be traced back to the medieval Italian city-states of Florence and Venice. These city-states were the first to experiment with government-issued paper money, which was used to finance wars and other public expenditures. The modern-day banking system has its roots in these early experiments with paper money. The use of debt as a means of exchange and economic development became increasingly popular throughout Europe and the Americas in the 17th and 18th centuries. Today, almost all countries have some form of debt-based currency. More on this on our upcoming videos. Stay tuned.